This is NoViZ, as it has been advertised and planned for a very long time. It's a custom blend of Cerakote. It is a sniper gray, olive drab green, and graphite black blend, and it is Cerakoted from tip to pommel. We're going to change that. So this is the first batch of NoViZ knives. It's officially been released for Exodus Knife and Tool, and it's the last batch that will be in this color. So this will be a very rare color. There will be a total of 50 of these knives in the wild, adventure crafts, and 40 jackalopes. There's a few issues with the color in general, so I wanted to make a video to talk about that and to show you in a little bit more detail the differences between it and blackout, why we're changing it, and where we're going to go from here. So if you're interested in Exodus Knife and Tool colors, stick around. Hey, I'm Jake. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. This is a grassroots channel, which means I say exactly what I want and exactly when I want to, unlike probably 95% of other YouTube channels. I do still have to make money, however, and I do that through advertising my businesses primarily. Exodus Knife and Tool for Made in America premium knives, and Beach and Tactical, where I custom make to order rifle slings that I designed in Afghanistan. I do have other ways that the channel can be supported, like Patreon, which is amazingly helpful, and through generic affiliate links where you can buy a wide variety of stuff like PSA and Brownells. No matter what you do, any help is appreciated, especially likes, shares, and comments. So stick around and let's get you right back to the content. So what we have here is we have a blackout adventure craft. This particular knife is about to be given away on my Facebook group here in a few days. It is just a blacked out adventure craft. This, believe it or not, is the NoViZ. Come on, we can do it. We can do... Come on. For the love. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to hold these knives next to each other. We're going to talk about the differences. The blackout is a very rare knife because these came with no logos. They're sterile. They're the only knives that are going to be like that. That's not something that we're going to do regularly. But in this, the problem with NoViZ is, for one, it's a lot of extra steps for our Cerakote guys, and it's kind of a pain in the butt, all right? And for two, you can, in the right light, see this will sometimes look green, it'll sometimes look gray, it'll sometimes look black. However, with it having oil from use and everything else on it, when you compare it to the blackout actually looks more matte and gray. And so the issue here is that this NoViZ is taking a lot of extra effort and work to be done without a lot of benefit. And the average person that looks at this knife will never consider the variations of color in different lighting and think how cool it is that it looks like parkerizing. They'll just assume that it's black and never look at it any other way than that. So what we're going to do is we are going to change the NoViZ. I do not 100% have it set in stone what the colors will be yet. Currently the plan is to do, again, tip to pommel in Patriot Brown with an OD green Kydex sheath. But this change is going to go beyond just the NoViZ option. You see, my low-vis color option, my standard knife option, also features my custom blended parkerized here. This is actually blackout, so it doesn't have that variation in it. It also features the parkerized finish, but with natural micarta scales and an OD green sheath. But if I'm going to move away from this custom blend of Cerakote, that means I'm going to also move away from this custom blend of Cerakote for the NoViZ. So that knife will likely either feature an ion bond black finish with natural micarta scales and OD green kydex, or possibly OD green Cerakote finish with natural scales and OD green kydex. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below which you would prefer. Now I'm going to assume that if you are watching this video, it's because you are a fan of Exodus Knife and Tool or a fan of my own. Hopefully some random person that doesn't care about Exodus Knife and Tool has not watched until this point about something that they don't care about. So for you guys who do care about Exodus Knife and Tool on this channel and who enjoy getting updates from the guy behind the brand, which obviously is me, I want to give you a little bit of a teaser here. I am in talks with White River Knife and Tool about doing a special run of my knives for next year in A2 steel. So that will be the Adventure Craft and the Jackalope. Also, the Legionnaire that I've been talking about for so long, it's going to be next year. I'm this close to getting that ball rolling. So next year will be a very exciting year because it will be the first official launch of a new model that Exodus Knife and Tool has had in a couple of years now, and I've got a lot planned after the fact. The reason that the Legionnaire is taking so long is we've got two colors of handle material, we've got a separate guard, and we have a fuller. So we've got a lot of different items that are going to take a lot of extra manufacturing processes, and so the setup and the tooling is going to be expensive and a little more complicated. We've had a couple of setbacks, quite a few setbacks at this point, but I've got it squared away and nailed down how we're going to get this squared away now. So I'm very excited about that. Another little teaser, there is a possibility that the sheath for the Legionnaire will in fact not be kydex, but could in fact be a milled solid micarta sheath with active retention. Anyways, guys, look, if you are a fan of Exodus Knife and Tool, you've probably noticed that I'm constantly doing something. It's always something a little bit different. I hope that you guys appreciate that. I think it might get in the way to some degree of me streamlining this business as well as I should. However, my hope is that what it will offer to you, the consumer, is a product line that is unique and that really has soul, that really has some spirit. I put a lot into these knives and into this brand, and I'm not just chasing whatever is going to be the most profitable or whatever the most recent trend is. I would rather put the investment into personally affecting the trends than I would following them. I've got some deer, I can hear it coming up here. Anyways, if you're still watching, I do also want to mention, this probably will not be the case for very long, but I did a special run of custom handmade paracord beads for lanyards with backdraft beads. He made these as bottles. I had a bottle competition somewhat recently, and I only have two left. Each one is custom with a certificate 1 of 1. This one is camo. I can't tell at this point if my camera is focusing or not because I moved my screen around, but it is a dark green and black, and this one is white. So there's the only two that are left on the website. So if you've been wanting a bead, I don't know that I will be doing another run of bottle beads, so I would grab one if you want one. Other things that I have in the works, we are still working on 3D special edition aftermarket knife scales to keep in stock on the website, like Legos and a map and stuff like that. And I am also working on a very special lanyard bead that will be a lantern. and it will be completely unique on the market. This is not going to be a copy of anybody else's lantern. This will be my lantern. And we'll be doing special runs, special colors, stuff like that, but it's going to be added to what is intended to be a long-term in-stock item. So we're shuffling, we're moving. I'm going to have t-shirts and hoodies and stickers and patches available more commonly very soon as well. Tell your friends, guys, about Exodus Knife and Tool. Word of mouth is the thing, and the most special thing about Exodus Knife and Tool is the community that it has created. You guys are the best. So, thank you for watching. That's what's going on. That's my teasers. And if you want one of 40 or 50 knives, depending on whether you get the Jackalope or the Adventure Craft, this is going to be a unique time period in the brand's history because it will be the first time that I released a full production color and then changed it after only one run. So in the scheme of production standard colors, these will be some of the rarest. Again, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I hope that you have a blessed day.